I'm right now stuck in a room. There's fire. Fire's coming back. Yes. At us.
Several hundred people showed up tonight at the site of the former Milestone Tap, which now will become a permanent memorial site. Antonio and Diane, when you are in this town today, especially 1 year after the horrible tornado that roared through here, you hear and you see everywhere the term, "we remember." Where do we stand right now with this? This has been a long battle. It's been very contentious. And where do we stand right now, and what do we see for a completion of this? What you don't see here is a public display of anguish. In fact, far more often what you see, even from those who've suffered the most, are smiles. And 1 year ago today, Chicagoans died in a bus crash on their way to visit casinos in Mississippi. As CBS 2's Joni Lum reports, though time has passed, loving memories of those who perished are still very much alive. We were told suddenly to stop and not walk in the grass, and this is why. This is a live mine. It's waiting to go off. Just a few moments before that, I shot this video of Fox cameraman Jeff Sutker at work. The mine lay ahead in his path. A Serb soldier warned me, "Wait." Jeff kept going, unaware of the deadly round canister directly ahead. As he continued, he missed stepping on it by only 1.5 feet. Jeff. I called and he came back, this time passing the deadly mine by only 3 feet. It's almost impossible to explain what the feeling is here. It's really one of terror. We're told that in the white building off to my left, there are Muslim snipers, and they are watching us and quite possibly have us in their crosshairs. At any time, we're told they could open fire.
If you could go to a faraway place called Banda Aceh, you'd fly in above coffee-rich mountains, over steaming Sumatra jungle, hiding real live tigers and secrets as old as the Spice Islands. You'd drive the valleys where from the rich earth springs the sustaining fruit of life. You'd drive to a city that was once, not long ago, 400,000 living and bustling souls. Then your heart would break. If you could go to Banda Aceh, you'd cry the tears of a population wrapped in plastic bags, carried off like so many lumps of coal, dumped by the machinery of death into the rich earth, now turning sour.
The mission normally for them is to be a lifeline for people down the coast here in villages that were cut off by the tsunami. Many people were injured badly, those who survived, that is, and some people were able to flee inland, but they still couldn't get any kind of aid. That aid operation, well, this is how it works. Relief is on the way to areas starkly cut off and out of touch. U.S. Navy Black Hawk helicopters over northern Sumatra. 20 minutes in, they'll start to see a scratchy brown patch that should be a green canopy of timber. Soon, it's like an explosion laid flat palm trees, like wooden matchsticks spilled from a box. For 23-year-old Corey Merritt, the day started with a human convoy of sailors passing boxes down the chain to a lineup of U.S. machinery ready to take flight.
And then we'll fly into these small cities that are the most damaged.
In fact, the most damaged coastal cities have been crushed, stamped out by nature's fury. Highways simply end, plundered, cut up, then dropping off into newly formed muddy lagoons. They're looking for survivors who fled, limped, even crawled inland, survivors who have an eye peeled too as the chopper drops down, some watching while others already know what to do.
They live in an area without roads, without any way to get to civilization. They are completely cut off. These helicopters are trying to deliver food to them, but they're also trying to assess the medical condition of the people here.
Everyone takes part in a rapid-fire operation, while Mario Faria holds a sign asking in the local dialect if anyone is injured.
As the days go on, the longer it gets so, the worse condition gets so, the chances of that survival can actually go downhill.
There's nothing on this day, but back at base camp lie a young boy with cuts and bandages, a young girl suffering a severe skull fracture, a child's lacerated face that will require plastic surgery. All brought in by chopper relief and reconnaissance, all with painful stories to tell. Where the tsunami took everything away, people are left with little more than the square concrete slab foundations of houses now gone.
We are about a half a mile from the ocean, and here you see the trees are just torn into the ground. Over here you see a helicopter circling. Aid is coming here to these people who can't get to aid itself.
While the number of dead in this hardest-hit area continues to climb, public health officials fear deadly infectious epidemics to come. But for now, immediate aid and medical care is making its way to those who need it, as a beleaguered people look to the sky with the promise of more help on the way.
We understand that people won't be seeing those operations in the immediate future. They have been shut down until further notice. The positive in all of this, guys, is that we're now seeing a lot of aid coming into the airport here just in the last couple of days. It's really piling up. It's an impressive international operation, and we'll have more of that in the upcoming week. Back to you.
A spindly wire stretched across the Great Chicago River like a thread of destiny in a city wondering what Tuesday might bring.
What do you think the chances are? Give me your estimate of the chances.
I don't know. It doesn't look too good, really.
It doesn't look good, does it?
No, not at all.
A jerry-rigged bicycle, a stunt beyond dangerous. We asked the Great One if he had any
last thoughts.
Last thoughts.
Let's hurry up and get this over with. I'm cold and I'm sleepy.
On the bridges, crowds stood thick as a pigeon's gift. As Mario Walenda paralyzed in a 1962 high-wire accident where two family members fell to their deaths, made his way strapped in.
He's fallen before. He could fall again.
For people of a certain era, the Flying Walendas were periodic news clips in newspapers of their various exploits. Best of all, though, was that name.
Flying Walendas.
Flying Walendas.
Flying Walendas.
This doesn't look good at all. Can we stop him?
I don't think there's any stopping him, man. It's in his blood. It's in his blood.
The blood of thousands ran cold as the Great One slid out on that narrow skewer 100 feet above the waterline.
He's waving to the crowd.
Now, we're trying to measure. How can I measure that?
100 feet, yeah.
Isn't this thing like attached? So where's the scary part?
When it was done, we asked,
Would you ever do that again?
Oh, absolutely.
and we would watch again, looking up in the sky at a bike on a tightrope, stopping a city in its morning tracks. Jon Duncanson, CBS 2 News. Does sexy music lead to sex? In some cases, the answer is yes. At least that's the result of an eye-opening new study in the journal Pediatrics. It states that teens who listen to a lot of music with raunchy lyrics start having sex sooner than those who prefer more subtle songs. Joining me now to analyze this research is Dr. Laura Berman, director of the Berman Center in Chicago and a nationally known sex educator and therapist. Thanks for joining us. What do you make of this? Is this groundbreaking? Is this something really new?
Well,
is this another look by that other generation? I mean, when I grew up, it was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I mean, that was the saying.
And Elvis and everything.
Absolutely. And so they have always been alluding to the kind of modern music. Yeah, even jazz.
Right.
Or
it was all the signs.
Let's talk about you for a minute. Now, you've got the education, you've got the accolades, you have a research and treatment center, you're on the staff at Northwestern. You're basically the queen of sex, are you not, these days?
That's a lovely title.
And you got a TV show on Showtime. So
that's right.
How does it feel? Are you comfortable with that?
Sex. Yeah, I like that title. I think I'm going to insist that everybody call me that from now on.
Bow down to you? Uh-huh.